Rightio, welcome back to Shaving Down Under. I'm Doug. Today we are shaving with Zoologist Panda and my Franken razor. So this is a tech, it's generally a tech handle. I think a couple were released on news, and that's a new base plate and you'd imagine top cap. So away we go, we're using the 74 blade again. I believe it's the 8th shave with the 74 blade. Hope you're all well, hope you all had a great weekend. My weekend was good. Technically, last Sunday was the first Sunday I haven't worked in. Well, I've had the odd holiday, but while you've still got a small business, you're still on call. So last Sunday was technically the first Sunday I've had off for over a decade. But because I was away in B-Town, didn't really feel it. Yesterday, being home, and definitely did feel it. If you're wondering, I'm not missing the shop at all, which does surprise me a little bit. Yeah, so as I said, I'm just not missing the shop at all. There's just not one. About the only small thing I'm missing is collecting $100 bills, which I don't get to do now. But outside of that, there's absolutely nothing at all. I can feel the stress levels lifting. Which is just a great thing. I was lying in bed this morning, just because winter here, like, oh God, I'll just lay here a bit longer because it's cold and the bed is warm and comfy. One of my big stresses was when the lease finally did expire, that I would have to spend, I don't know, a few $1,000s minimum maybe on bringing the shop back to how it was. And that was stressing me out. Because I know how, and as you've heard from my stories about the landlords, like how shonky they are. You know, when I first moved into the building, it was like, you know, we're walking around the empty room and I'm pointing things out, and it's like, oh, don't worry about it, Doug. No worries, don't worry about it. But I know after the almost 3 years of 3 years of dealing with them, really, those words mean nothing. And as you know from what I've been telling you, that the new big interstate player is in town now and is pretty much setting up shop. Two-hour delivery for sex toys. And I just don't have the money to keep a stock level up in the shop to compete against that. Because I'm competing a business that's buying all their stuff from the same place as what I am, and they're holding it in large numbers. So the time was right. So it's like Uncle Earl commented on my last video where he was in a huge game, the restaurant game. Hard work, that. Where he said after X amount of years, I think he said 25 or 15, 25. When he got out, he just knew the time was right to get out, and that's how it feels with me, to be honest with you. I'm not looking to get back into full-time work at all. You know, I'm getting some decent hours at the moment, but and my pay has gone up. I got my pay slip last night via email, and another email with the new rates, and it's like, wow, that's fantastic. So if I can pull 20 hours a week, I'll be real happy. As I said, at the moment I've got money put aside to look after my mortgage for around 12 months. So it doesn't matter how many hours, as long as I pull them about 10 hours a week at a minimum. I'm happy. And what I'm really looking forward to do is, because the last half of last year I got right into my trading of razors on eBay and used soaps, and some are still new, but most were used once or twice, and started getting some momentum there. I was getting cheaper post rates with Australia Post, and then when the first initial thing for the sale of the shop went through, I sort of like pulled that right back. So I'm thinking, here we go, it's all over now, and I'll just wait it and a couple of months and get back into it, which didn't happen. As you all know, it took 7 months for this sale to happen, and for about 2 months there, or a month and a half, 6 weeks, it looked like there was no sale. All right, I will be back. So, beautiful shave. Still got the blade in there, but this Franken razor, it's a very nice shave. It's not as mild as a Tech with the solid bar on it, but it's just got a little bit more bite. I wouldn't call this aggressive, but it's not mild either. So beautiful razor, get a real keen shave without trying too hard at all. So, and this is one of my first ever vintage razors I bought. Just really like that fat handle. Okay, so go back to an old faithful here. The other good thing about, whoops, it's way too much. Being out of the game as well is, I'm getting home now. Before I was getting home about 8:30, and me and my partner would have a real late dinner. But now I'm home by 7:30, and like, I know that's still a late dinner for a lot of people around the planet. But feels a bit more civilised. If that makes any sense to you all. Yeah, it's just nice to be free. Yeah, small business owner. Let me tell you, if you're watching this video and you're thinking about starting up a small business or about buying one, you've got to have a lot of energy. You've got to have a lot of drive, and you've got to have a lot of passion with what you're going to be selling or whatever that case may be, or making or whatever. Because, yeah, it can drain you, especially if you're renting from landlord somewhere, a shop face, and then, yeah, it can get to you. So if you're thinking about doing it, make sure you know the business you're getting into and go in full bore, and don't let up until you can see that it's not working. So don't try and go pump money in that you can't afford to pump into your business to keep it going. Because if you're doing that, I think the odds are high that your business is going to fail on you and you're going to be in a bit of debt. But otherwise, go for it. Okay, I've got to go. Not running late, but pushing the boundaries a little bit. Hopefully I'll get these videos back to normal again. Hopefully another unboxing this Wednesday, and then another shave video on Friday. Alright, I hope you have a great week. I hope it goes quick for you if you're working, and if you're tired and just kicking back, I hope you have just a nice time. Okay, we'll catch you on Wednesday for an unboxing. Ciao for now.